Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So guys, today we've got the daughter's car, Renault Captur, is back from the body shop. So yeah, we're going to bring it in, have a look at it, see what the results are, and then do a few bits and pieces on it. And then we've got an MOT booked this morning to see if we can get a good MOT on it. No advisories. It's always what I'm looking for. It's only done 16,000 miles, this car, so it really should fly through the MOT, but you just never know. There is one problem that I just cannot solve on this car, and I've been backs and forwards to a Renault dealer probably 6 times, and they can't even resolve this problem either. I don't know what we're going to do or where we're going to go, but yeah, we've just got to get it finished, and then maybe down the line I can sort of you know, work it out, and we'll go from there. But it's stumped me, and it's stumped the Renault dealer as well, so God knows what is going on. Right, let's get it in. We'll have a quick walk around it, have a look at the repairs and stuff like that, and then we're going to get straight into it. Let's do this. Right, well guys, here she is. It looks incredible. Like, it just, the lines and the gaps and everything is just absolutely spot on. You know, he does really do a good job, this guy. So yeah, so I'm just walking around checking. I'm not, you know, I am checking his work really, I've got to be honest, but he is a good guy. He knows what he's doing. He lines everything up. He makes sure everything is spot on. So yeah, it's kind of, you know, ready for the MOT, but we have got a few bits and pieces to put back on the car before that. I've got about 45 minutes, so that'll give us a little bit of time. But I want to quickly show you the massive problem I'm having with these. Let me just go over to get the loom that's been sitting around. So these are the parking sensors that sit on the front. You can see the sensors there on the bumper, right? Now, this bumper was completely missing, completely gone. So I had no idea, really, what I needed, because all I could do is go from pictures, go to the main dealer, and I did. Went to the main dealer. That's from the main dealer at the bottom there, that trim. That's from the main dealer. These covers, vent covers at the bottom, they're from the main dealer. Other side of the bumper as well, you've got like a cover. They're from the main dealer. So, yeah, all from, most of it's from the main dealer, I've got to be honest. What else? Oh, that lower trim as well. That's actually from the main dealer as well. And these are separate as well. So that was from the main dealer. Apart from the top trim, I couldn't get that. That was absolutely ridiculous money from the main dealer, so I left that. So I went to them and I said, look, I need the wiring loom. And they went, well, we can get it, but it's on back order. We don't know when it's going to come in. So, but they gave me the part number, right? So the part number for this is that one there, which is the 253A99270R. That's the part number that Renault has gave me for the sensors, right? Which is on their system. But the only trouble is that this plug here is a different setup to what I need. I can't remember if the wheel arch is still off on this one. It is, yeah. Let me see if I can get the plug. Where is she? It is this one here, right? So this plug is for the sensors. Now, as you can see there, you've got 2, 4, 6, 8 wires there, 8. and 8 pins, okay? But I've got only 6 wires there, 2, 4, 6. Now the bottom row actually matches, but the 2 top wires are missing from this loom, right? Not only that, can you see this plug? It's exactly the same. There should be a male to female so you can plug it straight in. But for some reason, these plugs are exactly the same. It won't fit. Now, Renault have categorically told me there is no more wires, looms, plugs, adapters. There's nothing on their system for this parking sensors. So absolutely baffling as to how we're going to sort this out. I really don't know what's going to happen here, because not even the main dealer at Renault, they can't deal with it. They don't know why it has gone wrong. The only thing I can do or think of is to find a breaker, exactly the same car, a breaker, go to the breakers and have a look at it. Take it apart, have a look at it, see what I need, and go from there. Or hire a car, get a hire car and literally take it apart and have a look to see what is going on in there. I think there may be another section missing, like a temperature air sensor or something's missing, guys, and they can't work it out and I can't work it out, and we're kind of stuck. So she hasn't got parking sensors on the front or the back, because once you unplug that, both back and front don't work. They just don't work. So at the minute, she's got no parking sensors. But I think let's just get her in the car, finish it off, MOT, get her in the car, and then I can work it out at a later date. You know what I mean? So she can sort of drive the car around as it is. I think it's not ideal. She definitely needs those sensors. It's part of it. It needs to be connected and needs to be done right. But it's just the only thing now that's stopping me from getting this completely finished. So yeah, I just needed to explain that, because it's doing my nutting proper. But these new cars will be like that, you know. They'll be hard to find. Parts will be hard to find. I knew that. It's just that not even the main dealer can help. They're struggling. They said to me, "Oh yeah, I know what you need. You need this loom." I said, "Great." They said, "But it's got to come from France." I said, "Right, okay." Well, and then I thought, well, let's get the car done, and then whilst I wait for that to come in from France, she can be driving it around. Luckily enough, it did come back within 3 or 4 days. I was shocked. So it come in, and they went, "Oh, it's in." I went, "Perfect. That's all I need to finish this car." Went over there, and it's exactly the same as this. Not only is it exactly the same as this, everything's the same, including that plug. It's exactly the same as what they ordered and got in from France, and it's completely wrong. You just can't. Something is missing. Something's going wrong here. So, yeah, absolutely crazy, guys. But we're going to get it done. We're going to get it MOT'd, and we're going to come back to this another time and get those sensors. I want to leave it off, that wire, because I want to make sure I've got that to hand. I don't want to put it in the bumper, and then they come to me and say, "Oh, well, bring that one what you got, and we'll work it out." And then it's on the car. So I'm going to leave it off, and then just tuck the wire up underneath somewhere, and then we'll come back to that. But it's just so annoying. But we'll get there in the end. I'm sure we will. But for now, let's do a few bits and pieces whilst we wait for the time to run down for the MOT. And then we're going to take it for the MOT, guys, see what it's like, make sure we've got no advisories, get it back to the workshop, and completely finish this car off as well. Also, what I want to do is I want to fit this in here today as well, if we can. I'm sure we've got time to do it. I just have to see how it goes. Dash cam, front and back. on this one as well. But we'll do that later if we've got enough time. But yeah, let's get set up. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Well, that's probably as far as I can take it because of the MOT book this morning on this one. And I took the wheel off. You just saw that. I took the wheel off to get the wheel arch liner in place. Now, that's got to go up underneath the wing before I put the wheel arch liners in. But the wheel arch liners have got these massive clips, like pop things that go... that hold it in. Now, it's my fault really, because there's so many bits and pieces. I didn't check to see whether or not they come with in the boot. You remember, loads of bits come in the boot. That did, but the actual clips these things that hold them in place, they're just not there. I've checked. I've looked. I've got loads of boxes of these and bits and pieces, but none of them are like this. Let me show you the size of them because they are big. So they're quite big. They're like that. So I'm going to leave the arches out of this side. That one's done. That one's fine. This side I'm going to leave it out, and then go over to Renault, the main dealer, and grab myself some of these connectors that hold it in place. Hopefully they're there. Hopefully I can just take them. You never know. But just going to have to see what they've got. The other thing is missing as well that I forgot and didn't realise again was this cover here. This one come on the old wing. But this one, no, it didn't. It didn't come on the old wing. It's not there. So I've got to go to Renault to get one of these as well. Because it's the S edition. It's got this chrome piece at the bottom. With the normal lower model ones, they've just got like a black rubber sitting there. Same as this as well. Like that's not chrome on the lower models, but this one has got this piece. So I've got to get that as well from the Renault. There's no way they're going to have that. But that's not going to, again, it's not going to stop her taking the car, driving it around. Do you know what I mean? Getting used to it. She can bring it back when I've got all these bits and pieces, especially that wiring loom for those sensors, get all those sorted out, and she can come back and then we can get it wrapped up. So I'm going to leave it there for now. When I come back, I am going to show you and my daughter, because I know she's sitting there watching this video, anxious to get her car. So when I get back, I'm going to show you the MOT results, and then we will carry on. Hopefully no advisories. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, guys, I am back from the MOT centre. Let me show you the results with that one. So there we go. Pass, no advisories. Nothing needs doing to this car. But you can see the difference in the last MOT and this MOT. Really, really low mileage. Look, between 2023 and 2024, God, he only done 1,000 miles there. Look, 1,000 miles. So, yeah, great news. MOT done, no advisories. So now it's a case of just doing as much as we can on this car completely, so she can take it away, drive it about for a while until we resolve the problem with those sensors. So yeah, what I've come to to sort out is what I'm going to do is to get the wheel arch liner in on this side, which I really want to get done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a cup, 2 or 3 or 4 off of this side, so I can connect to the other side. And then when I've ordered 10 new clips to go on. When they turn up, I can re-put those ones in there and then re-put the rest in there. So I can sort of split those that I've got on this side between 2 sides. That way it can go back together. I can put the wheel arches back on, complete it back up, to completely do that. Put the wheel arch trims as well, the covers. They've got to go back on as well. I've got the new clips. These are the new clips that go into there around the arches. So this is for that side, and I've got another one for the other side. We can put that on as well, complete that, because I really want to get it cleaned up inside and out for her as well. So it's nice and clean, tidy, but I don't want to get it washed and cleaned unless I cover everything all back up. That's included underneath as well. Underneath I've got a tray that had to come from Renault. This one here, this is a new under tray that goes, this part here goes in the bumper, and then that part comes back, and then we connect it up at the back end. We've also got the under tray. This is her one over here. Parts everywhere. This one's hers as well, so this tray's got to go back underneath as well. The Renault sign there. So that's got to be done. This bracket's got to be put back as well. That's part of underneath this car. So all these little bits and pieces, really, I want to get that done first, and then we're going to move on and see if we've got time to do this camera or not. Might have to do that tomorrow. But let's just see how we get on. But great news with the MOT. It is definitely moving forward on this car. She can definitely sort of be driving away by the weekend, I think. So yeah, let's get cracking. I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, okay, well, another little step forward with this one. Yeah, wheel arch liners are in place, both sides now. Not all the connectors are on, but it's solid. It will stay for now until I get the connectors. I think they're coming tomorrow, the rest of the plugs to sort of push them back in. But yeah, that's done. The arches are done as well, both sides. So they're all back on with new clips. This one keeps popping out for some reason, so I've got to keep pushing that one back in. So maybe that needs a little bit of attention there at the top. But yeah, apart from that, it's there, really. There's not much else I can do until I'm waiting for other bits and pieces like this here from Renault. I've got to order actually today. And whilst I'm over there ordering parts for this, I've got to speak to them about Mark Diggers' van. We've got some bits and pieces for that van now, but we're still missing some vital parts. You just can't get them. Second-hand parts for that, you just can't get a headlight. That's the kicker with this. He's already got a new wing, new crash bar, new trims, new brackets, new washer bottle. All those things have come from Renault, but he just cannot find this headlight for that driver side anywhere second hand. So unfortunately, we are going to have to go down the route of getting a brand new one from Renault as well for that. So whilst I'm talking to him about that, I'm going to order this, get some bits and pieces. Still, I'm going to speak to him again about this loom and these sensors. You know, I'm just going to keep on them, keep at them, and just see what we can achieve. But for now, the outside is kind of done apart from a clean. So what I want to do now, guys, we're going to move the car further over here, and then we're going to link up the cameras for the dash cams for the rear, front and back. So same stuff really. You connect it up to that, you run it around the back there, down the trim. The only 12-volt socket that's on this car that I can find at the minute, I am going to have a look around and see if I can see any more. But the only one I can see at the minute is just here. That one there. So we're going to have to use that one. But there's others. There's like the USB ports and connectors for the phone and stuff like that, and chargers. That's a charging mat as well. So if she wants to put her phone there, she'll just put it and it charges. So she hasn't really got to use that socket, I don't think. I think it would be all right just to use that. And then we're going to have to run the wires down there, underneath there, along here, down there, tuck it all up in here, run it to the back. Along here, I've got to run it across down there, and then up here, and then figure out what we're going to do with that back and the boot as well. So I think let's move it over now and start, you know, running the wires, connecting up the cables and cameras. So she's got some dash cams before she takes it. So yeah, whew, let's carry on. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys. Whew. That took some time running those wires and cables, but worth it. All you can see when it comes to obviously the cables and the wires is that little piece here. It goes to the actual socket. The good thing about this one is that you still got a port there for another USB connector, so you're not really kind of losing that 12 volt socket there. But yeah, it's the only little bit of wire. I've managed to get rid of everything else. It's up there in the corner. And then I've run the wire for the reversing, for the back camera. I had to tuck it all back here, right in here, and tuck it all the way along. And all you can see on this one is that here. Actually, this is black as well, so it kind of blends in with this, so it doesn't really noticeable. But apart from that there, that had to go there because this crease actually goes into this bit here. So if I put it up here and then run it across, it wouldn't allow it to sort of, it would just stretch it all the time and push it along. So it had to go there really, so it pushes the wire along, and sort of the wire goes the same profile kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like that, really. So, but yeah, and then I just pushed it through this bit here, and then tucked it round and pushed it through. So, yeah, nice little camera set up there. Let me go inside and show you. So that's obviously the front one, and then the rear one, you just press that and it goes to the rear. So yeah, dash cams fitted. So apart from a clean on this one, and obviously, you know, the other bits and pieces that we know about, look at these LED lights, look, on the rear. They've got these lines. Yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, apart from the obvious, which is the sensors at the front and the caps around the rear arches and this trim cover here for the wing, it's there. She can take it. It just needs a good clean inside and out, which I'll do before she collects, so it's nice and clean and tidy for her. And then we'll, you know, probably see this, I don't know, in a few weeks, could be a month, I don't know, but it's just an absolute, these sensors are just an absolute joke at the minute. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But for now, guys, that is it. That's the end of today's video and the end of this car for now, but you'll probably see it again sooner rather than later, because I want to get this done. I want to get those sensors on so they're working back and front. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.